ki khubor ka Batisi TV lawan rashapi da ka Orange Nissan Lumso po near Fire Brigade Shillong.
Admissions are open at BDW International School. Enroll now.
Kalong ka aka basngutanat habang itip bagi Rio Kentay jonggari India jongi kikiyo haki kerdan Yakob baper kamtam haki jing Yakob Dait Riam. Kani gadai ka khana syapang ka way na kita bat kata gadai ka Miss Varsha Rajkova kabana ka jela Assam jong ka than chatay lamingi. Ka Miss Varsha Rajkova kala job ya ka Miss Scuba International Arjar Khan Rio bar hakajo kapor kum ka Ocean Ambassador India. Dang hakini ke khendiat benai ka Varsha Rajkova kalayo pediang ya ka BNHAF Award of Excellence ha New Delhi. Ka BNHAF Awards ka kuntup ya laipongut kinong keren patba kibanari America, UK, Australia, Switzerland, France, Brazil, Argentina, Russia, kumjo nari India kibasam patba ya ka jingshampang jongki. Kajingwan yok kejat jong ka Varsha sanong ba Shillong kalong ban bati lem ya kijing tip jong ka syapang kajing don kamban Pynneh Pynsah ya ka Mariang Lyngba kijing ya ko Riam hakabaki nong ya shimenta kinwan na kelengkari bat na baru kumjo.
So hi everyone and thank you Batisi TV for inviting me and having me over. I'm Miss Scuba International 2016 and the Ocean Ambassador, also the Climate Reality Leader from India. So this is a pageant that I won in the year 2016 in Malaysia and the first Indian to ever win Miss Scuba International. This pageant focuses on saving oceans through beauty and also conserving the environment, promoting ocean conservation and environment protection. So we here the beauty queens who come across the globe, they are not only models or beauty pageant winners but are also scuba divers and certified scuba divers. So our whole aim is to talk about oceans, how important are oceans to our life, marine life, and also go across spreading awareness about ocean conservation.
Tangkata Henry kajing Yakob Riam kan kentiau ru ya ka kam jengok kai pertai kabakani ke jela kalong sisa kabadap kerhai kijing IA kumbalabu da ublai. Hagaju kapor ka Varsha ka angnut bat Kwah baka jela jongi ru kumjo kan kiu hakaliang ka dor kadar jong ka Mariang bat kumjo hakaliang ka jing itenat jong Brio. Naba ka ne ka Rynsan Yakob ka dei ban kentiau hakaliang ka Mariang bat ki giwa. Kumta ka jingwan ra ya ka ne ka Rynsan Miss Scuba India hakit han jongi kan long khnang ba ki banabari kin syam ya ka jinglong jingman jong ka ri jongi kumjo kan kentiau ya ka than jongi.
Like I'll just say the purpose of my visit first to Meghalaya was to bring in this pageant and also to promote Meghalaya, as I belong to the northeast sector and I wanted to come in the global map and people to talk about why Meghalaya is so beautiful and you know what all is there and the way people live here and practice sustainable living. And Miss Scuba India is a pageant that works closely to the environment and working towards ocean protection. So I wanted to get that here, first reason being my roots as I come from this sector of the country. And also there are a lot of talents which can shine out in global platform and talk about the alarming issues like climate change and ocean conservation. So talking about getting whom on board is something that I want the international panel to come down and see how we do the pageant in India. So that is one factor that I have, and I want my own directors who are the pageant directors to fly down here and watch what we do in the India sector. And also someone from the Bollywood industry, they will be coming down as the panelist, and from the modeling sector, from the government sector, and from the artist sector, like from Bollywood sector, like I said. So we have a mixed panel of people who will be judging this, and girls across the country would be coming down contesting. There will be 25 contestants, and there will be 3 winners who will be having a year-long contract, and they will be endorsing all kind of eco-friendly products. They will be enhance the state government that, like if we do it in Meghalaya, then they'll be endorsing Meghalaya throughout the year and talking about it, promoting it. So since the winner gets to go international, I think whichever state has the edge to have a specific promotions to be done through this ambassador, because she'll not only win the pageant but also become the Indian ambassador, and then she will represent the country internationally. So whichever state holds it, they have the edge over getting the promotions done. So that's one main idea that I had in my mind before I came here with the idea of doing Miss Scuba India.
Kania ka Rynsan Yakob kan kring ru ya ki nong jungok kai perthai namar kan wan yalam ya ki brio na keleng ki jaka ban ya shimenta bat ban wan pek ya kani ka jing Yakob Miss Scuba India kaban sapenlong ha kani ka jilla.
Okay, talking about the girls in Meghalaya, I think first of all, beauty is something that as a girl also, you know, when there's when I go to Bada Bazaar and I look at the crowd, I'm like, wow, they're like the trendsetters, they're beautiful, they're stylish. In terms of grooming them, I think it will be a very less work because they're already so well groomed, you know, and they really are very trendy when it comes to setting up a trend. So there are bright chances, of course. They're very well spoken. They are smart. They understand when we talk about anything related to environment, they very well connect to it. So I think they have a strong edge over winning. But like I said, Miss Scuba India will be like you'll be contesting girls all over, and the winner who wins it, she not only becomes Miss Scuba India, she will be also becoming the Ocean Ambassador India. So both the titles are won by her that time, and then she represents India internationally, where the international pageant will happen. And through the year, if she wins the international, then of course she has the opportunity to tour around the world. Everything will be given to her. She just have to be present there, endorsing it, and throughout the year she'll be endorsing everything that's related to the environment and related to sustainable living. She will be having that opportunity if she wins international, and if she wins something nationally, then she'll be having a lot of endorsements which will be given from our company's side, and also the sponsors who come on board, she'll be working with them, advertising, like getting a lot of commercials with the advertising industry also. And so she has an exposure from both the sides, like from the media sector and from the government sector. So both the sides she'll have the exposure, and she'll be having a lot of campaigns that she'll be promoting and being the face of that campaign. So when it comes to the government sector also. So that has a very strong point, because no pageant will have like two things given to you at the same time. You're winning the title and you're being an ambassador for something. So today I sit here as a strong person from India, representing India internationally. It's all because I won Miss Scuba International. So it gives me a stronger edge, because being a beauty queen, I also represent the ambassadorship, and I can speak officially about it. And then I became a climate leader because I won this pageant. I could speak about it. So it's like glamour blend with the government sector, and it works strong, because if we talk about listening to someone, like we listen to Priyanka Chopra, we listen to Shah Rukh Khan, we follow the trend immediately. But we do because they are icons, they are from the glamour field, and we follow that immediately. But if you get a student from environment college and you ask them to speak, who are, you know, well read and like learning and doing research on it, how much will you listen? You're not going to listen to them unless, you know, there is some celebrity or there is some glamour factor which is behind. People are crazy after glamour. So I think this blend works good, and if any girl from Meghalaya wins it, I'll be more than happy, because it's the northeast sector that they will highlight, and she'll have the endorsement throughout the year. That 1 year she gets back-to-back work, at least 12 projects in minimum. So she'll have endorsements, plus she'll have the government sector both in her hands.
Hakajing ya lenti jong Varsha ban poisha kani ka thong kani ka thei babriu kalamat shibun ki jing e kham tam hakajing ya kendo ya ki khep jong ka jing sha kan tai nrei ka jing ai man sim jong ki kme ki kpa kala panlong ya ka ban yai persyang tat hado ban da sha ji bat poisha ka thong jong ka jing job.
So when you do a pageant, you have people across coming, because you have the contestants, then you'll have their parents coming in, you'll have their relatives coming in, then their friends coming in. So when you talk about Miss Scuba India, it's an national level pageant. So you have people from different sectors participating, because we'll be having city auditions done, then we'll have everyone come down to Meghalaya. Contestants will be from different cities, so you have their following coming from different cities. So the tourism factor increases, plus looking at that you know, there is some pageant which is happening in Meghalaya which practices eco-friendly things and sustainable living. I think that gives an edge to any kind of state, because right now when we talk anywhere in the world, everyone is talking about environment, everyone is talking about setting up a trend of sustainable living, and there's a competition which country does it first. So when you talk about the tourism sector, you have people coming in from different sectors who are going to be the participants, parents, relatives, friends, and of course the word of mouth that this is going to happen in Meghalaya. And if you come to Meghalaya, you can see different, like I said about the Smith village, so if we have that PR done properly and the marketing happens that these are the places, when you come to Meghalaya, this is what you can see, people would love to explore what is unexplored. So I think that's going to be a good economy change between Meghalaya and different parts of the country. So, yes, because the winner is already speaking, talking about it, she'll become the ambassador, plus the people coming to see the winners, then she will say that, oh my god, I visited so and so places in Meghalaya, because as soon as she wins, the first thing she does is start promoting Meghalaya. The first places which, like, you have Dauki, you have diving there also, so she goes to Dauki, she speaks about Dauki. So she starts from the state that she won first, and then she goes around India to talk about what's happening across the country. So I connected through a local person who is my father in Meghalaya, Mr. Maolong. So he connected me to Mr. A.L. Heck. We've had a talk with him regarding this project, and if things work fine, then hopefully in next 3 to 4 months we'll be looking forward to having the execution done in Meghalaya, and looking forward for a positive response from their end. So yes, if a local body says yes, because when you do something in a state, then it's very important to promote the local talent. So if that works well, then yes, we'll have it in at least, I'm looking for a 6 months duration before we have the final verdict. So
Hadian bakala job bat phong ya kapang sngat Miss Scuba International ka Varsha kala yo shibon teli gijing turwa hakabaya day bat kajing ak film nrei kajing sngo e jongka ya ka Mariang kala ktik ya ka mensim jongka ban yaine hakani ka lain bat ban persyang ban longkum ka nongkren lam khmat ban yada bat Pynneh Pynsah ya ka Mariang.
I did get offers, but honestly speaking, when I won, and few of my teammates would agree to that, when I started working towards environment, when I started speaking to people, when I was invited to speak about what my cause was, I got very attached. Though I did my master's in environment science, but I could really relate when I dived. My life changed, because I was like, okay, this is something we really need to protect, otherwise we will not have a future, for sure. That is for sure. That's not something theories that we are talking about, but we are talking about facts. So like I always say, that don't treat this planet as it's your own property. You have borrowed it, and you have to leave it as you are gifted. So and we don't have a plan B for this. You can't have a plan B. So where will you go if you don't protect it? So I think for me, it's very important to use this position, to use this title, to work towards it. And then movies, as I said, age is just a number. We all know that. So it's not running anywhere. Opportunities, when they come and I feel it's the right time, I will definitely step into it. Okay, in personal experience, like we talk about mental health. So I've also had my threshold point where I wanted to give up. But my parents being extremely supportive, and one thing they said, that they're never going to refer me to anyone they know. Like if father is from the defense, and mom's been very close with the fashion sector. But she said that, we will not do the reference part, you try. So I've auditioned many times and faced rejection almost 17 times, still facing rejection, because that's something that never goes off very easily. It's not that you gain success and you're successful forever. You still face rejections. So for me, it was a very difficult journey from being a girl next door to becoming international beauty queen. And I was also told by a very well-known body that I can be anything, but I'll never become a beauty queen. So, winning Miss Scuba International was a life-changing moment for me. And that's where I've never been groomed or trained by anyone. I'm a self-made person completely, and I proudly claim that, because that's a very hard journey to, stand against something that, is big. and not being groomed by any academy or any particular mentor. I've had mentors, but it's through my journey. Like I have met people in my journey in different pageants, right from local pageants to even street pageants, small pageants, anything. I never said no for anything, because experience is something that I truly believe makes you a very strong personality. And in that, the people I have learned have contributed greatly to my journey. So I would like to say a thank you to all of them, because they have been a great support. And for me, it was difficult, very difficult initially, but you know, all that pays off when you win something. So when you are in an international platform and you see your country flag going up with the national anthem playing, it's a feeling that I think words can't describe. It's something that I can only feel, you know. So it was definitely magical, incredible, but the journey before was very difficult for me, because there's a lot that I had to face. Like I said, I faced rejections, and I wasn't groomed, trained. So I trained myself, I worked on myself, I joined fitness, and I was seeing that what is it that can make me win, you know, apart from the looks. If I can't work on my looks, what is it that I can work on? So I think self-confidence is something very important, and what you are, you need to believe in that. If you let people start judging you, telling you what you are not, and you buy that very easily. Listening to critics is good, but I think you should always listen to productive criticism, because if you're not listening to productive criticism, then you cannot really take the positive points and challenge yourself. Okay, this is what they're saying that I can't do. Let's try. Why not? If you don't try, you can never succeed. So that's what I did. I challenged myself and I said, okay, let's see how much can I train myself? How much is it that I've taken from the mentors I've met in my journey, and how much can I deliver? So I think good people come in your journey when you are positive and you're, you're very optimistic about what you have, the talent that you have. If you believe, then people along, they definitely support you and you get there where you want to be. It's never, and that was told by my parents, that the path will never be easy. You know, you will definitely fail 100 times, but if you can't do it, then no one can, because that's what is important. If you are judging yourself all the time, saying that you cannot do it, then you can never do it. But if you say that I want to be the trailblazer, then you can be. So, you know, it's all up to your thinking and your capacity of delivering it. You need to be strong in what you want in life, because no one else can do that for you apart from yourself. To this, I would just say that winning Miss Scuba International, being the first Indian to win it, history is created once, cannot be repeated. So I'm proudly wearing the crown forever till eternity.
Kani kam dai ka sien ka benengkong ya ka Varsha ban wan sha sor shalong namar don uway urang ba ubaya dai parlok ba ukpa jongka uta udai uba Anthony Maulong uba ka Varsha ka Shania kumta hakani ka kenti kalawan ban penslor ya kitai Dait Riam jong jela jongi ban yakop ya ka thong Miss Scuba India Lyngba ka jingerap jong uba Maulong.
Mr. Anthony Maulong is someone that I, look at as my father figure in Meghalaya. So anything I need to do, or I always look up to him and say, Uncle, what do you think? Because I feel wherever you work, the local powers are the leaders. So, it's better that you connect to them, you speak to them, you know what their state is like. And that gives you a better understanding about the state, about the people, what they follow, what they like. Because to execute anything in life, it's very important to understand people's mentality and what makes them happy. Because that's what we aim at, right? Everyone is happy when you're giving them something of their interest. So I connected, my dad and Maulong uncle are good friends. So that's how we connected. And I think when it comes to work, he's extremely professional. So though I say that he is my father, but he's a very strict father, I would say. He has everything on place, his knowledge, and he's also having something very closely related to organic farming, which is again a practice of sustainable living. And that's where I think he comes in a very strong point, and looking forward to having a great association with him and with Meghalaya.
Sarkar badan program ka laban accept ya ke proposal ke bangin sa bu akhmat dengan sarkar menyerap me ben wan sini sa state ke jongi ban long ka jing kemen bat ka jing yo nong ka jing khon samla jing ma khon samla jing ki long bon ba kita lang jing ki bungim la shu bungin perkat ka ba la ki yo platform semai na srai kila ro bunya kwat ni ta ga standard jing ka persai pro ko we ti kumta ga jing lam jing ai bar sha shine ka long tang ba in yo ban petelenti khon samla ga jing kena begidum sakut haju kin ke no ga sing ko sing no ga kardan ko kardan kham tam ga state jungi ru Lyngba ju ki khon samla ju ken yo ka nam ga ba songna bagin yo sngo bi khon khasi khara ji ki keu ki bre ju in state jong me khalia ba la ki long ki garu ki jaintia ru ki yo ban keu ki platform ga fair ban kun bana khubos ki persai ba me khalia ka don ki bre ko gine ke te so goi ki bani kong pare ka so wa ka long ba amdei tam bi khon samla ji ki yo nong ka ta ka jinki ju ki ka solve ka problem ju ka unemployment nang ta de ka ji wan ju is ka ni ka ri khasi ga jong ni ru ni le ya bon tli ki zaka ni pini ba ilong ka wai ni ki bi ku sukna environment ha ki je de ki le ya ki jong is pa environment ka long very much related but the come to banga tray na ka daw ngi ya ilang argun ka jing tray kita ji mata ban wan ra ka mekhalia ka ka state ka ba paus ka persai pro ko ka la ban ngila ban persang ban wan ra wa di ka state ka jing bukan paus ka map so ka persai pro ko lam ba ki khon samla ka jing ban ka pa ka sarkar job badan buram ka jing ban sobha ban consider a project proposal begin sapha siki kadang ba ngenla banyalam ikon samla ji sejangai but kumjuru ngila banyalam ki segan national but international platform ru dada ka don ki jing tristom ki khon samla ki jongi te de jing arab lam je sarkar banwan ra I barsha shelong kan long ru ki jing mentoy no ka state ka jing Lyngba ka tourism department ban namunta ki we pat ki events ki ba in one man yele ne but namunta ka Pabun ba ki kam ki ba ila banwan ra ya ka revenue jong state hi boro ko ang ila ya kendo ye ba al hack ha ga je kan jingi ki ba lai sin ya shong meeting ka wan ra ga jing sokna ka ba khadu ka ba iru sokna ba ga jingwan jingi sine kan long ga dan kam ha ban I awareness ki bri ki jongi ne ban ra ai ki bri ki jongi nang ta de non ra ru ki ji khoi ji suba jong state ba ki babun ba namar ini kum ki nong kum ki Scuba international queen ide iwe bening kong tang I bapun khoi ko ocean ban wen ki ji khlai ban po ocean bor ka te ba salor lo mele ka long ga basuk e ben le ke bo harta ban pa state ki jongi ke ni request ye iba el hek bu yo menyerap ingi ken kaliang jong ka sarkar nomor ba ka ai ke bingi ken ba I ka wanra ka jing songnat ba iru isongkuman e ba wanra kumbi ini basha sini shalong nomor ba ngai ka kam e banora ka kita ka Scuba international queen shalong re ke di tang ka sikur khu jong ble ka ba ngala banwan ra isine shalong Lyngba ki negotiation ki ba man ka por su telephonic conversation badi te ke ro ka ba ni community ka long ba ni yo ban create ki events ba sarkar jing kan play lenti tang ba ke ba ka ji wa ji kan long le ne ba ki khun contation dang ji hang ne ki yo ban pni la jong ki talent ki sap ba fair ba ki dang
I always say that believe in yourself, be very strong in what you want in life, never give up because giving up is not an option. If you want something, you are the best judge. Learn from people around, never stop learning because the day you stop learning, you will fail. So learning is something that you should always have and believe in the talent that you have, what you can deliver, what you can portray. Always have that strong will that yes, I can and I will. It will take you a long way and never dying attitude is something that is a staircase to success. So having that spirit and shine out because everyone is a queen and a king by themselves. So all the best.